We'll return to our top story now, and that's the death of North Korea's leader Kim Jong-il. Our North America correspondent Craig McMurtry has been tracking response from Washington, and he joins us now. Craig McMurtry, good morning. I guess good to know that the Americans and their leadership are not being hypocritical there. I didn't hear any expressions of sorrow or regret or sympathy.
No, there's hardly been actually much mention at all of the dear leader, Kim Jong-il, in public statements. Hillary Clinton appeared a short while ago with her Japanese counterpart, Koichiro Gemba from Japan. They had had talks. The talks had been arranged before news came through of the North Korean dictator's death. The two emerged to speak very briefly about the subject, though they steered away from the leader, rather talking about the welfare of North Koreans. Hillary Clinton saying that the US remains very concerned about the welfare of North Koreans, also really pointing to Washington's desire to reset relations with the reclusive nuclear power, and talking about reaching out to Moscow and Beijing to help do that. Here's some of what Hillary Clinton had to say.
Today, the Foreign Minister and I discussed the evolving situation on the Korean Peninsula in light of the reports from North Korea state-owned media on the death of Kim Jong-il. We both share a common interest in a peaceful and stable transition in North Korea, as well as in ensuring regional peace and stability. We have been in close touch with our partners in the six-party talks today. We reiterate our hope for improved relations with the people of North Korea and remain deeply concerned about their well-being.
Hillary Clinton speaking in Washington earlier this morning. And in the meantime, the world watches and waits. But what specifically, if anything, has America or American leadership had to say about the person who is expected to replace Kim Jong-il?
Well, Kim Jong-un is the son, really, that most American officials openly concede they don't know very much about. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Martin Dempsey, is travelling in Germany, and he has told reporters that they've done what work they can do to find out what Kim Jong-un thinks about world affairs, his view of the world, if you will. But the general also acknowledges that he's very, very young, and there is concern in Washington now about the possibility of a power struggle, whether the hardline generals in North Korea will accept him and what that might mean for nuclear security. There is real concern about the possibility of unrest. There's also concern about the possibility of refugees in the impoverished country trying to get themselves to the South Korean border and to the border with China. So there is a lot of unease, though the Pentagon and officials there are at pains to say that whilst US forces are obviously on alert, their status has, their level of alert has not changed since news of the death, though it's understood that surveillance has been increased, and it really is a bit of a watching brief. One other thing, Virginia, that's worth mentioning, there are reports now that the Obama administration was very close to announcing a resumption of food aid to North Korea, this part of a deal to get Pyongyang back to the table on nuclear disarmament, but because of Kim Jong-il's death, that announcement has been put back.
Good to talk to you this morning, Craig. Thanks so much.
Okay.